So there is a time difference between Adelaide and the east coast of Australia. And today I'm in the fabulous Adelaide office for P2P, and I've missed the time slot. So we are actually running 7 minutes late. Normally, we would be here live on YouTube, Facebook, LinkedIn, and X at 12:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time. But we're a little bit late because I'm in Adelaide and got it all muddled up. So my apologies. But welcome to P2P Live. My name is Mark Smith. I am Group Managing Director of People in Australia and the UK and Frog Recruitment in New Zealand. And this is P2P Live, where we talk everything jobs and employment throughout Australia. So this week we've got a jam-packed episode. We've got the stat of the week, which we're going to talk a little bit about inflation and the average weekly earnings and what percentage increase should you be expecting. Then we've got two hot jobs in Australia, a job overseas in the UK, a job over the ditch in New Zealand. And then we're going to be talking about shorts in the office with Rachel from our Perth team. And finally, we got last week's Twitter poll results where we were asked the question about what should you get your bonus for? So a lot to get through. Let's get started with this week's Stat of the Week. So I thought we'd talk this week about the wage price index. This comes out every quarter. And the reason I'm doing that this week is that I wanted to sort of compare what the wage price index was saying back in September to the inflation rate that came out this week. So inflation in Australia is in that early fives. It's come down, which is excellent. And the expectation is that it will continue to come down. Let's hope so. Takes away a little bit of pressure on interest rates going up. But if inflation's at 5 and the wage price index is at, and you can see on this graph just to my left here, that it's just over 4%, then we are having real wage decline. So if you're coming into the Christmas period, and a lot of companies right now are doing their performance reviews or salary reviews at this time, and people are considering, well, what is CPI? Well, that's about 5%. What is the average across people across Australia in terms of what you should be earning? It's about 4%. So if you're getting an increase of between around that 3, 4, 5% mark, you should be quite satisfied. If you're not getting an increase, then you're going backwards for sure in real terms. And if you're getting more than that 5%, then you should be satisfied that you're being rewarded for the effort and your skills and the benefits that you're bringing to your organisation. So an interesting time in terms of wage increases and inflation at this moment. Be keen to hear your comments, by the way, as to what you should be expecting this year. We can see your comments on LinkedIn, YouTube, Facebook, and on X. So please feel free to pop them into the stream there, and we can answer any of your questions throughout today's broadcast. And that's this week's Stat of the Week. Well, if you're not getting an increase, get a new job. Here's one, sales administrator in 8 Mile Plains in Queensland. It's paying between $38 and $42 an hour. It's a temp job where you'll be assisting with processing and updating orders. You'll be coordinating the installation of service coordinating installation and service appointments, as well as assisting with travel arrangements. Need to have experience in sales or service and customer service. Leanne Lazarus is the consultant you need to speak to from our Brisbane office, 0731180125 if you want to pick up the phone, drop her an email, or you can simply hit apply now. In the comments, you'll see the job that is available there. Click on that link and you can learn more about that one. Here's the next one. This is a marketing specialist. It's in Chatswood here in New South Wales. Permanent job, 90 to 95,000, and you'll be creating marketing campaign. Excuse me, I'm not having a good day. It's the time difference, I'm sure. The creating campaign marketing materials that includes banners and advert teasers and social media. You'll also be putting together new product sheets for this particular company in Chatswood. Need to have 2 years experience working within a marketing role. And Chloe is the consultant you need to speak to in our Sydney team, 02 8270 9700, or simply hit apply now, or email Chloe direct, chloe.bowditch@peopletopeople.com.au. And those are our 2 hot jobs in Australia this week. Okay, well, you may not want to work in Australia, and you may think that moving to the UK right now is your best option. You can do that, by the way, on the youth mobility visa, 18 to 35. It takes 3 weeks to get that visa, and you can work for 3 years in any opportunity. Why not this BI analyst role in London? It's paying up to £50,000. So what you'll be doing in this particular role is integrating data analytics. You'll be collaborating and building professional relationships with your colleagues in the analyst team within this organisation. You need to have experience with data visualization and Tableau, particularly Tableau implementation. Those 2 skills are essential to secure this role. You need to speak to Anthony Ross from our London team, anthony.ross@peopletopeople.co.uk, or you can give him a call, +44 for the UK, 23824 0976, or simply hit apply now in the comments and you can learn more about that opportunity. Now, the next job we've got is a role across the ditch in New Zealand, but we've got a video for this one. So if you'd like to roll the tape, thanks, Remy.
We're on the lookout for a digital marketing specialist to join one of our clients for the next 3 months. Now, this is a trade company that predominantly operates online. So they are looking for someone with a bit of a marketing background because you'll be taking care of a lot of the EDMs that go out. You will be briefed on what's to go out when, but then you'll be putting it all together and adding your little design flair. In this role, 3 to 5% of it is a bit of social media management. So making sure you're keeping up the posting for the social platforms and potentially designing some content for that. There is a part of the role that is based on print. So they do come out with a flyer every 3 to 6 months, and you'll be helping putting together this flyer, working with suppliers and making sure you've got the best photos and the right prices on these. So that will be something you do every few months. This role is located in Ellerslie. It's initially a 3-month role, but there is opportunity for extension or a permanent role at the end of it. I'm just thinking if I've forgotten anything. There is an interview process that will be an in-person interview on the week of the 11th. So if you are interested in the role, please do get in touch. We're looking at an hourly rate of around $39 an hour plus 8% holiday pay. If you are interested in this role, get in touch with me.
Okay, well, I'm really all muddled up, Rachel. Now, it's just a half an hour difference between Sydney and Adelaide, and I am just all over the shop. And meanwhile, you're in Perth, and you're like a further 2.5 hours away.
Well, thanks for joining us.
Rachel from our Perth office, and we're here to talk about shorts in the office. Now, I'm still stuck in 1985 wearing a tie. Are shorts in the office a thing?
I can't lie to you. I'm going to take your stance with this one. I am not for shorts in the office, not at this stage at least.
Okay, so I did see from our New Zealand team that they got, I think there was and we'll make sure that we get our marketing crew to put this into the comments there, but there was a TV article that we had on actually wearing, like people should wear shorts, or they could be more productive by wearing shorts in the office. What's your view?
I can definitely understand. I mean, Australia specifically is a very hot country. It gets very warm here. I'd like to cool down too, but I think today, this is not the year for it. Maybe next year, but who knows? I think we've got the professionalism, and I do prefer a suit and tie and that kind of aspect of things, but you never know.
Yeah, so if you're watching and you've got any comments on whether you would like to wear shorts in the office, then please pop them in there. I can see that Remy has popped the article from Human Resources magazine, I think, about wearing those shorts in the office. So, but if your office is actually out where you're mowing the lawns, that's okay, isn't it?
I think, very specific to the trade or to what you do. I think, nurses and doctors wear scrubs, tradespeople wear shorts and high vis, office people wear office wear.
Okay, so I know that you have a lot of clients in the legal sector. What do you think the legal sector's view on wearing shorts in the office would be?
I would have to say they probably agree with us. I think it's a very traditionalist sense of, again, the corporate attire. So, yeah, who knows what's going to happen, but I think they're still sticking with the pants.
Now, I remember a day where women had to wear stockings to the office. What's the difference between? No, are we making that change now? So are we being a little bit too old school here by saying that shorts are not right?
I think it's definitely a discussion. I mean, again, like who's to say what you can stop people from wearing, people wanting to wear different attire to express themselves. We're adults, and people wanting to, put themselves out there like that. But yeah, I think it's all dependent on where
I can see Kim from LinkedIn just said it's very cold in most offices anyway at the moment. So, maybe it's not even the right fashion decision. Exactly. So, all right. Well, thank you very much, Rachel. If somebody, before I let you go, how's the market in Perth right now?
It's booming. We're doing very well in Perth at the moment. It's never a dull day. I think even coming up to this side of Christmas, lots of people are still looking out and moving, getting ready for the new year. So definitely get in touch.
Okay, fantastic. And I can see all your details are on the screen there. So, and you can also use the QR code to actually get in touch with Rachel. But if somebody wanted to ring you, Rachel, what's the best number before I let you go?
088 616 06206.
Fantastic. All right. Well, thank you again for joining us on P2P Live. And clearly, I won't be seeing you wearing shorts anytime soon.
Not anytime soon. Not for me.
Excellent. All right. It's now time to have a look at last week's X poll or social media results. Okay, so we said last week, what do you consider as the main reason for receiving a bonus? And not surprisingly, I suppose, hitting targets, 58%. I just think what the most amazing thing about this result for me was that 6% of people thought, well, I turned up, I deserve a bonus. Or just working well with other people, I think I deserve a bonus. What do you think? So anyway, 58.1% said hitting targets, 6.6 good attendance, 23.5 working well with others, and a solid 12% were in the comments. So if you'd like to learn more about what those comments were, then simply go to @People2People on X or @People2People on LinkedIn, and you can have your say in that particular one. But let's have a look at this week's poll, which we will give you the results of next week. And looking ahead to 2024, which emerging workplace trend do you believe will gain the most traction in the coming year? Do you think it's AI and automation, focusing on work-life balance, growth of remote work, or other? And we'd love to hear your comments on X or at LinkedIn and we'll give you the results for this particular poll next week. Well, that's it, everybody. Thank you for joining us for a little bit delayed P2P Live all the way from Adelaide. We'll do it all again next week at 12:30 Australian Eastern Daylight Saving Time, and we'll see you then.